Alright everyone, welcome to your YThrive Home series of videos. Today I have a boost workout for you. We have a functional endurance workout today. We're going to be doing movements at a steady effort for a long period of time, and then I'll give you a break at the end. So we have a circuit of 10 exercises we're going to complete to really challenge our endurance today. As far as equipment, just to have a nice clear space, and then we also should have an object that you're going to be able to use at certain points, and then also if you have access to a stair or a low object that you can raise your feet on for one exercise, it will help, but it's not a must. So even no equipment will get you through this workout with a really good intensity. So let's warm up. Perfect, just rotating those thumbs. Giving me forward arm circles. Perfect. Rotating backwards now. All right, now I'm going to have you step forward in a lunge. Doesn't have to be too deep, and twist towards the leg that's forward. Perfect. Doesn't have to be a huge step either. Just warming up. Just waking the body up. We're not trying to stress it out too much just yet. Perfect. Give me some jumping jacks. It's more about getting your heart rate up. Perfect, and then switching to butt kicks. So just, you can step in place if you want, or if you're able to, just run on the spot, really accentuating, bring those heels up towards your glutes. Good work. Just a small little warm up to get us started today. Another 10 seconds here. All right, pause the video here if you need to set up your space a little bit with that step and that object. I'm just going to move this little piece out of the way. And then we're going to go in. Our first exercise is going to be a lunge today. All right, reverse lunge, stepping back. Alternating. We're going to do a minute. So if at any point in videos today, if it's just too much for you, take a few seconds break. I don't want you getting hurt. I mean, I want you trying hard, but we want you hurt. We want you healthy. We want you feeling good. I never want you to feel like you're going all out. I just want you trying that comfortably hard for the duration of the workout today. Good thing on a lunge, just make sure those knees are tracking right over the ankle. You just don't want them dropping in like this. You want them staying right over top, okay? 20 seconds. Good. Make them count. Nice deep lunge if you can. Standing nice and tall. Try not to look at the ground. Perfect. Now if you have access to that object or step, what we're going to do is do a decline push-up today. So this would be your most advanced option. Your next option would be coming from your knees. Now a minute's a long time for push-ups, so feel free to take a little breather in the middle if you need to. And of course, if you need something easier, you can come down and just give me tabletop. And it's okay to start with the hard option, and then as you get tired, work to easier options. So just make sure that it feels good. You don't feel pain in your shoulders. You can tell that it's just a lot of muscular work, okay? 15 seconds. We're getting there, almost 5 seconds. Good work. Okay, here's where if you have that object, that's great. We're going to be doing a single arm row. I tend to brace with my forearm on my thigh. You can do it with your hand if you want. and just pulling up right beside that rib cage. If you don't have a weight, that's totally okay. Just really focus on that squeeze. Activate the muscles of the back, really squeezing. Final rep coming up here. Perfect, and transition to the other side. So there will be the option to repeat this circuit a second time if you want. Take note if you're just doing this now, if this is too late, see if you can get a heavier object to make sure you feel this more. Or if something felt too intense, go to the easier option if you're going to do the circuit a second time. 2 reps. Last one. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to do a Romanian deadlift. Show you from the side, tipping at the hip. Come down as far as you feel comfortable, but you should be able to maintain that arch in your low back. So I don't want anything that looks like this. I want it nice and proud. All right. Good work, halfway through. Move with a little bit of pace on the way up if you can. It's fine if you want to go slow on the way down and then go up quickly. I'm just showing an overall quick pace. Do what feels right to you. 15 seconds. Almost there. Next, we're going to be going to the floor for some core work. Perfect, set that object aside. Come down on the floor with me. What we're going to work on is some V-sits. So your first option is to just try to come up and get the shoulder blades off the ground and then come back. Your next option is to come up farther, have a little bit of a hold, come down. Or if you want to progress, you can bring your feet off the ground as well. And then your full option is to do straight legs, come in, hold it for a good couple counts, and then release. So going through that, we're halfway through. Choose the option that's right for you. Even if you can start with a hard option and work to the easier ones as you tire, that's totally okay. You'll notice if you go back and do this video, over time you'll be able to do the more advanced option for a longer period of time. And that's how you know you're getting stronger. 5 seconds. Perfect. Okay, if you have an object, grab that now. You could be using cans or 2 dumbbells or a single object like I'm using here, a sandbag. Pressing overhead. If you need to take a break, you can do that at any point. But if you can push through, great. You'll notice I stagger my stance on my presses. And I try to finish with that weight directly over my head. Perfect. 20 seconds, team. We're getting there. Come on. Make those reps count. You can do it. 10 seconds. Next exercise is a bodyweight Cossack squat. Awesome. Set that down. Cossack squat, you go with a nice wide stance, and then you just come down and squat on each side. Come down as far as it feels good to you. Some people might have the flexibility to get really low. Just try not to let that upper body collapse too much, okay? This is a great glute activator. Nailing it. Good work. Halfway through the squats. Come on. Make them count. You notice my toes come up, that's totally fine if you want. If it feels more natural for you to keep them down, that's good. I find it lets me rotate open a little bit, and makes it feel a little more comfortable. 5 seconds. Come on, finish strong. Cool. All right, we're gonna work on mirror muscles now. We're doing some curls, so grab 2 weights. Grab 1 larger weight you can hold with 2 hands, And just give me a good old straight up curl. Main thing is no swaying, so no doing this. Nice locked in, shoulders down and back, curling up. You got it, more than halfway done. We have 2 moves after this, and then you get a full 1-minute break. Five seconds. Perfect. Okay, next we're gonna do a bridge, and you can have the option of alternating with lifting one leg, okay? So palms facing the ground. Your first option, get started. It's just bridging. Make sure your heels are at least touching your toes or a little bit farther away. The more advanced option is to take a leg away each time. But do what feels right for you. If you want to challenge yourself early on, but then have to go to the easier option, that's totally fine. And it's even fine if you have to take a break, okay? Ten seconds. Only one exercise left, team. All right, next one is called a McGill hold. So I want you to have your hands underneath your abdominals, and you don't want to be applying too much pressure, and I just want you to bring those shoulder blades up and off the ground. So come up, hold for 3 or 4 count, and release. Your next option, if you're like, oh, that's too easy, is take your feet off the ground. You're just not coming up very much. It's very subtle. You're turning on bracing that core, but not trying to do a V-sit or have the feet come off the ground too much. If you want to increase the challenge, hold it for more like an 8 count or a 10 count before you release each time. 15 seconds. Break's coming up. Final one, hold it. Perfect. Okay, so you get a 1-minute break now. If for those of you looking for a bit more of a workout today, I would just go back to the start of the circuit. So you've already warmed up, you can skip that part. Go right back to the start where we started with lunges and get back into your workout. But first, take this full minute break so that you're recovered and you're able to go forward with really good technique. For the rest of you, what we're gonna do is we're gonna enjoy our break, and then I'll give you a quick cool down to finish the workout. So grab a drink of water if you want, catch your breath, and then we'll get fully cooled down. All right, 15 seconds. Great work today, guys. I hope that challenged you. If you have any comments or questions about the workouts, just add them in and I'll be sure to respond for you guys. Either ways to modify it or make it more intense, whatever you need, you just let me know. All right, cooling down. Here we go, you're gonna give me 2 meaningful shoulder rolls. Breathing in on the way up, out on the way down. Great, bring one arm across. Gently pull it towards the body. Same stretch, other side. So in your cool down, just make sure really full, deep breaths, getting your heart rate down, getting that oxygen back in your system. Tipping at the hip, keep good spine posture so you're not releasing the upper and lower back, just loading those hamstrings up. All right, coming down to the ground, just drop one leg behind. And I want you to just stretch that hip flexor out a little bit. Same stretch, other side. Perfect. Coming back in a child's pose. So wide knees, big toes together, and just sink those hips down and back. You can rest your forehead on the ground or on your fist, whatever feels comfortable. All right, coming forward into more of like a modified cobra, I just want you to let your hips go, let your abdominals go. Tuck your chin back a little bit and look up to the sky, but don't force it, like just whatever natural range of motion you have in this posture. Awesome. Slowly bring yourself to a kneeling position. I want you to tuck your toes, so you're gonna get a nice stretch in the feet. I just want you to open up at the chest. Breathing nice and deep. And then interlacing your hands in front, just going forward, creating space between your shoulder blades, releasing any tension in your low back. And let's finish with 2 meaningful shoulder rolls. So breathing in on the way up, out on the way down, releasing any tension. All right, great work. That completes your boost workout for today.